Humanity's ascension to interstellar prominence began with an astonishing accident. In the bustling halls of the Galactic Union's headquarters, where delegates from hundreds of species debated politics and trade, a human medic performed an unorthodox procedure. During a diplomatic conference, Ambassador Keller, a high-ranking representative of the Zorith Collective, collapsed due to a rare, life-threatening condition. With no compatible alien aid available, Dr. Elena Carter, the attending human physician, made a desperate decision. She performed a blood transfusion using her own blood. The alien's recovery was almost miraculous, sparking a chain of events that no one could have anticipated. News spread like wildfire across the galaxy. Analysis revealed that human blood contained a unique protein capable of regenerating alien cells, curing diseases, and even extending lifespans. To many species suffering from biological limitations and untreatable illnesses, this discovery was nothing short of a miracle. For humanity, however, it was a dangerous spotlight. The revelation ignited a frenzy. Alien factions, both noble and rogue, scrambled to gain control over Earth's blood supply. Offers of alliance and trade flooded the United Nations Galactic Office, but darker forces also emerged. Smugglers, mercenaries, and opportunistic warlords began plotting to abduct humans or invade Earth outright. Humanity found itself standing at a perilous crossroads, become the galaxy's savior or risk enslavement under the guise of diplomacy. As tensions escalated, Earth's leadership convened in emergency sessions. The Global Council, newly united under the banner of the United Earth Federation, UEF, debated fiercely. Should humanity share this miraculous resource freely, potentially endangering their species, or isolate themselves and risk war? Meanwhile, on the fringes of the galaxy, criminal syndicates began abducting humans from frontier colonies. These victims were subjected to illegal harvesting operations, their blood sold on the black market at astronomical prices. Reports of these atrocities sparked outrage, and the UEF pledged to protect its people. Earth scientists began working on a method to replicate the protein synthetically, hoping to eliminate humanity's unique vulnerability. In the midst of this chaos, a coalition of alien races approached Earth with an unexpected proposal. Led by the sagacious Exalvani, a telepathic species known for their wisdom, they suggested that humanity use their blood not as a commodity, but as a tool of diplomacy. By providing limited aid to select allies, humanity could secure protection while fostering unity among the galaxy's fractured civilizations. The UEF dispatched a delegation of diplomats and military advisors to the Galactic Union, led by Ambassador Noah Sinclair and Commander Aisha Rahman. Their mission was twofold: to negotiate alliances and to demonstrate that humanity would not be coerced. As the delegation navigated treacherous political waters, they uncovered a plot by the Exarnoth Dominion, a militaristic empire, to launch a full-scale invasion of Earth. In a daring move, Commander Rathman orchestrated a covert operation to sabotage the Exarnoth fleet. Using reverse-engineered alien technology, a team of elite human operatives infiltrated the enemy's flagship, planting a device that disabled their warp drives. The mission was successful but not without cost. Several operatives sacrificed their lives to ensure Earth's safety. Simultaneously, Ambassador Sinclair delivered an impassioned speech to the Galactic Union, highlighting humanity's willingness to share their gift under strict conditions. He proposed the creation of a joint interstellar research initiative to study the regenerative properties of human blood, ensuring its ethical use. The speech, combined with Rothman's military triumph, turned the tide. Many alien factions pledged their support, agreeing to defend Earth against aggressors. The Exarnoth Dominion, isolated and weakened, retreated. With their newfound alliances, humanity established itself as a cornerstone of galactic diplomacy. The Interstellar Medical Accord was signed, regulating the distribution of human blood and ensuring it was used for healing rather than exploitation. Earth became a hub for medical research, attracting scholars and healers from across the galaxy. However, humanity imposed strict limits on the amount of blood they shared. Research revealed a hidden danger: over-harvesting human blood could trigger a collapse in its unique properties, rendering it useless. This discovery reinforced the importance of moderation and safeguarded humanity's position. As the galaxy settled into a fragile peace, a team of human scientists made a startling discovery. The protein's potency wasn't entirely natural. Deep within human DNA lay dormant sequences of alien origin, suggesting that humanity itself had been engineered by an ancient race. This revelation raised profound questions about humanity's purpose and destiny, ensuring that their story in the galaxy was far from over. Far from the glittering hubs of interstellar civilization, humanity's remote colonies faced a silent menace. Life on the outer colonies was harsh, with settlers toiling to build homes on barren worlds. Unbeknownst to them, a shadowy cartel known as the Crimson Veil had taken notice. This clandestine group had discovered a shocking secret. Human blood contained regenerative properties unmatched by any other substance in the galaxy. What began as a quiet abduction here and there soon grew into a full-scale operation. Entire families vanished overnight, leaving behind empty settlements and a chilling mystery. Among the captives was Dr. Marcus Hale, a physician who had moved to the frontier seeking adventure. When he woke in a dimly lit cell aboard an alien ship, his first thought was confusion. Surrounding him were other frightened humans, some wounded, others too weak to stand. The smell of antiseptic and blood filled the air, and cruel-looking alien guards patrolled the corridors. Dr. Hale quickly pieced together the horrifying truth. The cartel was harvesting human blood, keeping their captives alive but weakened, ensuring a steady supply for the black market. Tales of miraculous recoveries using human blood had spread across the galaxy, driving demand to unimaginable heights. One fateful night, chaos erupted in the facility. A mechanical failure in the power grid plunged the cells into darkness. Seeing an opportunity, Hale and a small group of captives seized their chance. Among them were Elena Torres, a former soldier with a fiery determination, and Kai, a young engineer with a knack for improvisation. The group managed to overpower a guard, stealing a key card and weapons. Navigating the labyrinthine corridors, they encountered other captives who joined their escape. Every step of the way, the cartel's enforcers closed in. Hale's medical skills kept the injured alive, while Elena's combat experience ensured they could fend off their pursuers. Kai's quick thinking allowed them to disable security systems and unlock escape routes. The survivors eventually made their way to a hangar, where they commandeered a small freighter. As the ship roared to life, the cartel's forces unleashed a barrage of firepower. The freighter's shields barely held as Kai piloted them through an asteroid field, leaving their pursuers behind. For the first time in weeks, they could breathe freely. Safe but far from secure. The group knew their ordeal was far from over. The cartel would stop at nothing to silence them. Hale insisted they warn Earth and the Galactic Council about the atrocities, but Elena argued they needed more than words, they needed proof. The group agreed to take a dangerous detour to locate the cartel's main facility and expose their operations. Their journey was fraught with danger. They navigated hostile star systems, evaded bounty hunters, and sought refuge with sympathetic alien allies. Among their new allies was RKL, a former cartel operative turned whistleblower. RKL provided crucial intelligence, pointing them toward a heavily guarded asteroid base deep in unregulated space. The group devised a daring plan. With RKL's help, they infiltrated the base disguised as laborers. Inside, they witnessed horrors beyond their imagination, humans hooked to machines, their blood drained in slow, agonizing cycles. Enraged but determined, the group set explosive charges throughout the facility while downloading evidence from the cartel's central database. Their cover was blown before they could escape. Guards swarmed the base, and a fierce battle erupted. Elena led the charge, her military training turning the tide. Hale tended to the wounded, refusing to leave anyone behind. Kai worked frantically to bypass the hangar's lockdown protocols. Just as it seemed they would be overwhelmed, the explosives detonated, plunging the base into chaos. The survivors fled aboard their freighter, narrowly escaping the shockwave as the base collapsed into rubble. They carried with them damning evidence of the cartel's crimes enough to shake the galaxy. Returning to Earth, the survivors presented their findings to the United Earth Federation and the Galactic Council. The revelations sparked outrage. Governments and citizens alike condemned the cartel, and a coordinated effort was launched to dismantle their operations. galactic law enforcement agencies worked alongside human forces to rescue remaining captives and bring the perpetrators to justice. However, not all the news was uplifting. As the survivors delved deeper into their evidence, they uncovered a dark secret. Some high-ranking officials on Earth had been complicit in the cartel's activities. In exchange for advanced alien technology, these officials had turned a blind eye to the abductions, sacrificing frontier colonists for personal gain. The survivors faced a new dilemma. Should they expose the corruption within Earth's government, risking instability, or use their knowledge to force reforms? Ultimately, they chose to go public. The ensuing scandal rocked Earth's leadership, leading to widespread reforms and the establishment of stricter protections for human colonies. Dr. Hale, Elena, and Kai became symbols of resilience and justice, their story a reminder of humanity's strength in the face of exploitation. As the galaxy moved forward, humanity's blood remained valuable, but their spirit proved priceless. The galaxy erupted into chaos when the value of human blood was revealed. Two of the most powerful alien empires, the Zorth Dominion and the Vecral Syndicate, discovered its unparalleled regenerative properties. Both factions sought exclusive rights to Earth's blood, believing control over humanity would secure their dominance. What began as a diplomatic contest soon spiraled into open warfare. Humanity found itself caught in a deadly crossfire. While Earth's leaders tried to maintain neutrality, the escalating conflict made that impossible. The Zorth Dominion deployed fleets to blockade Earth, demanding tribute in blood. The Vecral Syndicate, not to be outdone, attempted to infiltrate Earth's governments, promising protection in exchange for servitude. Earth's leaders quickly realized that neither side had humanity's interests at heart. Despite their technological disadvantage, humans were determined not to become pawns in an alien power struggle. Resistance movements sprang up across the planet, uniting under a single banner, the Liberation Front. The Liberation Front was a diverse coalition of scientists, soldiers, and ordinary citizens. Using guerrilla tactics and advanced technology reverse-engineered from captured alien equipment, they launched a global resistance. Their strikes were strategic, targeting alien supply lines, disabling their communication networks, and sabotaging key installations. Humanity refused to bow, even as the war grew more brutal. One of the Resistance's greatest assets was Dr. Maria Voss, a brilliant geneticist who had worked on alien biology before the war. Voss and her team were tasked with finding a way to neutralize the value of human blood. They worked in secret, hidden in underground labs beneath Earth's surface, as alien forces scoured the planet for their operations. The Resistance's leader, Commander Elias Kane, became a symbol of humanity's defiance. His charisma and unyielding determination inspired millions. Under his guidance, humanity struck a precarious balance between survival and resistance. However, the alien empires escalated their efforts. The Zorth Dominion began deploying orbital bombardments to destroy resistance strongholds, while the Vecral Syndicate unleashed biomechanical hunters to track down key leaders. Desperation turned into a breakthrough. Dr. Voss and her team developed a genetically engineered virus capable of rendering human blood inert. The virus would permanently disable the regenerative properties of human blood, but with a crucial caveat: it could be controlled. The virus would only activate if certain genetic markers, unique to humans, were absent. This meant that humanity could willingly choose when and how their blood's properties could be used. The Resistance saw the virus as both a weapon and a bargaining chip. Commander Kane organized a daring mission to deploy it. The plan was simple but incredibly risky: infiltrate the orbital command stations of both alien empires and broadcast proof of the virus's existence. This would force the warring factions to the negotiating table. The Resistance launched simultaneous assaults on the Zorth and Vecral fleets. Using stolen alien ships, they bypassed initial defenses and boarded the command stations. The battles were fierce, with heavy losses on both sides. Kane led the strike team aboard the Zorth flagship, while Voss's team infiltrated the Vecral's main science vessel. Despite overwhelming odds, they succeeded in uploading the virus's data to both factions' networks, proving its potency. The revelation sent shockwaves through the galaxy. The Zorth Dominion and Vecral Syndicate, realizing they could lose access to the most valuable resource in the universe, were forced to reconsider their actions. Both sides agreed to an emergency ceasefire, initiating peace talks mediated by human representatives. The negotiations were tense. Humanity demanded recognition of their sovereignty and strict regulations on the use of human blood. The alien empires, now wary of the virus's potential, reluctantly agreed. The Galactic Accord was signed, ensuring that humanity's blood could only be used under conditions they approved. In the aftermath, Earth became a symbol of resilience and ingenuity. Alien species that had once sought to exploit humanity now viewed them with respect. The Liberation Front disbanded, its members hailed as heroes. Dr. Voss's virus remained a closely guarded secret, a safeguard against future threats. Years after the war, Commander Kane visited one of Earth's hidden research facilities. There, Voss revealed a startling discovery: the virus had an unintended side effect. It wasn't just inert human blood that lost its value, it affected other species as well. This meant that the balance of power in the galaxy had shifted permanently. Humanity now held the keys to an uncertain future, one where their choices could shape the fate of countless civilizations. Kane left the facility, the weight of this revelation heavy on his shoulders. Humanity had survived the Blood Wars, but their journey in the galaxy was far from over. In a distant future, humanity had expanded across the stars, carving out its place in a galaxy teeming with alien civilizations. Despite their late entry into interstellar affairs, humans had gained a reputation for their resilience and adaptability. However, this reputation came under threat when a startling discovery emerged. Human blood contained a unique genetic marker capable of unlocking an ancient alien superweapon, long buried and forgotten by time. Dr. Elena Carter, a brilliant human scientist specializing in alien technology, was one of the few who understood the significance of this discovery. The superweapon, known as the Red Key, was said to be capable of wiping out entire civilizations. When a rogue alien faction known as the Orcs Syndicate learned of this, they saw an opportunity to tip the balance of galactic power in their favor. Late one night, Dr. Carter was abducted from her research facility on Titan. The Orcs Syndicate sought her expertise to activate the weapon. They believed that with her knowledge and human blood, they could unlock the Red Key and wield its unimaginable power. Back on Earth, the news of Dr. Carter's abduction sent shockwaves through the scientific and military communities. Her family, including her brother, Captain Marcus Carter, a decorated officer in Earth's Interstellar Defense Force, refused to stand idly by. Marcus quickly assembled a team of elite operatives, including a skilled hacker named Zara, a battle-hardened soldier named Tyrell, and an alien ally, Aralan, who harbored a deep grudge against the Orcs Syndicate. The team tracked the Syndicate's ship to a desolate planet on the outskirts of the galaxy. There, in the ruins of an ancient civilization, the Syndicate was working tirelessly to unearth the Red Key. Time was running out. If the weapon was activated, it could spell doom for humanity and countless other species. As the team infiltrated the Syndicate's base, Dr. Carter was being forced to work on the weapon. The Syndicate's leader, Veclor, made it clear that failure was not an option. Veclor's zeal for power was matched only by his ruthlessness, and he would stop at nothing to see the Red Key activated. Dr. Carter, however, was not as compliant as the Syndicate believed. While pretending to make progress on activating the weapon, she secretly sabotaged its systems. She discovered a hidden function within the Red Key. Instead of unleashing destruction, it could generate a massive energy shield capable of protecting entire planets from external threats. Meanwhile, Marcus and his team fought their way through the Syndicate's defenses. The battles were brutal, and the team suffered losses, but their determination never wavered. When they finally reached the central chamber, they found Dr. Carter surrounded by Syndicate enforcers. In a dramatic showdown, Marcus confronted Veclor. The rogue alien leader gloated, believing the weapon was moments away from activation. But Dr. Carter revealed her deception, triggering the shield function instead. A brilliant wave of energy erupted from the Red Key, enveloping Earth and its colonies in an impenetrable barrier. The shield not only protected humanity, but also disabled the Syndicate's fleet. Chaos erupted among the Syndicate forces as Marcus and his team seized the opportunity to secure the chamber and rescue Dr. Carter. With the Syndicate defeated and the Red Key neutralized, humanity emerged stronger and more united than ever. The galaxy took notice of humanity's ingenuity and bravery. Once seen as newcomers, humans were now regarded as a formidable force, capable of outsmarting even the most dangerous foes. Dr. Carter returned to Earth as a hero, celebrated for her courage and brilliance. The Red Key's shield function became a symbol of hope, protecting humanity from future threats. Earth's leaders worked to strengthen alliances with other species, ensuring that the events of the Red Key would never be repeated. However, Dr. Carter harbored a troubling secret. Her analysis of the shield revealed that its effects were temporary. The energy field would eventually fade, leaving Earth vulnerable once more. She chose to keep this information confidential, knowing humanity needed time to prepare for the challenges ahead. As Marcus gazed up at the shield shimmering in the night sky, he couldn't shake the feeling that this victory was just the beginning. The galaxy was vast and full of dangers, but humanity had proven they could rise to any challenge. And when the shield eventually fell, they would be ready. The galaxy teetered on the edge of collapse. A mysterious plague, known as the Veil Blight, had swept across countless worlds, leaving billions dead in its wake. No species was immune except for humanity. The unique properties of human blood could cure the disease, but the demand was insatiable. Earth's blood reserves were nearly gone, and the galaxy's desperation grew with every passing day. Dr. Adrian Voss, a renowned human physician, had made it his mission to combat the Veil Blight. With a small ship and a dwindling supply of human blood, he traveled the galaxy, rationing the life-saving resource to those in direst need. Adrian believed that every drop of blood could make a difference, but he knew the reserves would soon run dry. The only hope lay in finding a synthetic alternative. Adrian's journey was fraught with danger. Bounty hunters, driven by profit, sought to capture him and seize his precious cargo. Desperate factions, some on the brink of extinction, pursued him across star systems, hoping to save their own at any cost. Despite the odds, Adrian pressed on, guided by his unwavering belief that humanity's role in the galaxy was not to dominate, but to heal. As Adrian navigated through war-torn regions and plague-stricken worlds, he encountered both the best and worst of the galaxy's inhabitants. On a dying colony of the reptilian Vranth species, he used the last of his blood supply to save a clutch of children. On a mining asteroid, he narrowly escaped an ambush by mercenaries who wanted to auction his blood to the highest bidder. His ship's AI Iris served as his only companion. Iris monitored Adrian's health, managed the blood reserves, and plotted safe routes through hostile territories. Despite her cold logic, Adrian often found comfort in their conversations. She frequently warned him of the diminishing blood supply, but Adrian refused to give up hope. One fateful day, Adrian received a transmission from an old colleague, Dr. Siren Kale, an alien biochemist working on the fringe of the galaxy. Siren claimed to have found a potential breakthrough, alien enzymes that could mimic the healing properties of human blood. Adrian set course for Siren's lab, but the journey was perilous. News of the discovery had spread, and multiple factions were racing to reach the lab first. When Adrian arrived at the remote station, he found it under siege by a coalition of desperate species. Inside, Siren was holed up, trying to finalize the formula. Adrian fought his way through the chaos, aided by a group of sympathetic rebels who believed in his mission. Inside the lab, Adrian and Siren worked together to complete the formula. The key lay in combining human blood with the enzymes to create a replicable catalyst. The formula could save billions, but it came with a cost. A small amount of human blood was still required as a base. As they finalized their work, the station's defenses began to fail. Adrian faced an agonizing decision: release the formula to the galaxy, knowing it would make humanity a permanent target, or destroy it and doom countless species to extinction. Siren urged him to share the formula, believing it could unite the galaxy in cooperation rather than competition. Adrian chose to share the formula, but only with trusted ally species and factions that had shown a willingness to protect and work with humanity. Together, they formed the Galactic Cure Alliance, a coalition dedicated to producing and distributing the synthetic blood. The alliance established protected zones where humans could live safely, ensuring a steady supply of the catalyst while safeguarding humanity's future. The formula was a triumph. Worlds once devastated by the Veil Blight began to heal. Relationships between species improved as they worked together to distribute the cure. Adrian became a symbol of hope and selflessness, celebrated across the galaxy for his bravery and compassion. Years later, Adrian returned to Earth, weary but satisfied. He had done what he set out to do, save lives and secure humanity's place in the galaxy. However, he couldn't ignore the lingering unease in his heart. The formula's reliance on human blood, though minimal, ensured that humanity would always be both revered and hunted. As Adrian gazed at the stars from his quiet home, Iris spoke softly. "The galaxy will always need you, Adrian. But perhaps that's the price of being extraordinary." Adrian nodded, knowing that humanity's survival would always come with challenges. Yet, for the first time in years, he felt a glimmer of hope, not just for the galaxy, but for the enduring spirit of humanity.